Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 729. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you would like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, and or your business. All that would be super great. So I'm going to start out with the word page. Let's see. I'm seeing. Okay, I posted the link, and somehow it's showing up 3 times. Interesting. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Oh boy, I was supposed to put the link only on Facebook, and I put it on Twitch and all the different. Anyway, it's all good. It is all good. So, anyway, I'm Pat Murray, published the Durham Skywriter. I'm on the Word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, local government, city, county, and state. So, if you need some help, go up and down. Go up and down the page, you'll see some really great programs. And you might even be looking for a place to volunteer, in which case, yeah, go to the same page and check out the different organizations, and maybe you might want to check them out. All righty, let's see. Let me scroll up to the top here and then scroll back down. I've added some classes here and there all over the place. Now, here's a place where you can volunteer. Backpacks for kids. So this is where on next week, Monday, August 4th and Tuesday, August 5th, volunteers will get together at Yates Baptist Church. There's a morning session and afternoon session on both days. You can choose one of those sessions, and you can go ahead and help go through all the backpacks and the school supplies and put them together in ways that make it equal for all the kids who will receive them. And then the school social workers will pick them up, and then they'll distribute them to the kids who need these items. So the way that you can get in on this, you can call the Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center. They're right off of Highway 15501. And so you can give them a call, contact Betty, and then let her know that you want to take part in either the morning or the afternoon session on Monday or Tuesday at Yates Baptist Church. All righty. And also, by the way, the Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center, they are the new, well, for the past couple of years, they've been the new home of the RSVP program. If you're older, like I am, and you have taken part in the RSVP program, which stands for, let's see, Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. It used to be over here on Bacon Street on the campus of Durham Tech, but now it's folded into the Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center. So they haven't gone anywhere. They've just moved house, so to speak. All right. And I have phone numbers, I have links, websites, so you can just check it out for yourself, maybe for later reference. Because you might want to volunteer at a school. Very often, retired and senior folks like to volunteer at schools and help the little ones with their reading and with their math. So that's who you go through. All righty. Let's see. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday, which means that is the day that you let the city know if you want to help out by filling one of these positions that are empty. There are vacancies on the Citizens Advisory Committee, the Durham Historic Preservation Commission, and also the Mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee. So if you're interested, then definitely go ahead and let the city know that you're interested by end of day tomorrow. Let's see. Now the library, they have a new they have a contest going on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, but also the libraries, with today being Tuesday, they're open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6, and they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Also, the libraries are being used as cooling centers. There's a graphic right on the top of the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, and then I have the addresses of all the libraries, and I had to leave out Bragtown because they're not included as a cooling center because it's like really small. It's hip, but it's just, really small. Okay, let's see. Durham County Library, they have a contest. Let me find it real quick. There is so much on this page. Now, here it is, the Library Fest logo contest. Now, this is actually going to be next year for the Library Fest that's going to happen next year. So basically, they want to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. So if you can incorporate something, I guess, patriotic in the logo, that would make it a winner or help make it maybe a chosen winner. So basically, they want to have, actually, what you should do, I have a link so you can get more information. Look at past logos to see how involved the logos are or are not, so you can kind of know what to base your logo on, how to make it look, and just keep in mind that they want something that's kind of halfway patriotic. I shouldn't say halfway, but patriotic. Okay, there are certain rules. They have to be digitized, so they don't want hand drawn logos. If it is hand drawn, of course, what they want you to do is to convert it into a. They prefer EPS and PNG. I'm surprised that EPS is still in the running. I thought JPEG was the thing. But anyway, EPS and PNG. PNG is nice because the backgrounds are usually like transparent and you can put it on like shirts and whatnot. So there's other rules. There's other rules. You can always connect with Celeste Holtzman if you have any questions. I also have instructions not only in English, but also in Spanish. So this is for kids and adults. They just want the best logo and the coolest logo. So just check it out by going to durhamskywriter.com, go to the word page, and then scroll down. You'll see the Durham County Library. All righty, let's see. And speaking of registering, were we speaking of registering? Yes, we are now. National Night Out for us here in Durham will be Tuesday, October 7th. I know a lot of people are saying, no, it's August. Well, they decided here in Durham to push it forward a couple of months because it's so hot in August, so incredibly hot. I don't even have to tell you, it's almost August now, and it's going to be 90 something today. So they know it's going to be cooler. Well, they assume it's going to be cooler in October. So for us, it's going to be October 7th. I'm telling you this because the Durham Police Department, that's who you register with. So you go ahead and let them know what your event's going to be, and I can give you some hints. So usually, what National Night Out is all about, I was just telling some, wait a minute, I wanted to promote staying hydrated. Wait just a second, please, excuse me. Oh, it's so good. Definitely stay hydrated. The heat is no joke, seriously. Okay, so National Night Out started out a few decades ago. And I remember back home in Chicago, it consisted of turning on your porch light to let the criminals know these are our streets. So, and it's a good start. But anyway, it has evolved. So now it's an actual night of events. Some events are like later in the afternoon so the little ones can take part. But for the most part, it's about taking back the streets. And I think even that idea is kind of dissipated because everybody's participating in National Night Out now. I mean, they're not even thinking about criminals anymore. So basically, it's where neighborhoods get together. So you can have a block party, you can have ice cream social, parade. Some people are having food drives to help feed the hungry. Some are having school supply drives because, after all, school will start again in a couple of weeks, a few weeks, and do whatever you think is best for your community. But register with the police. They're collecting all of the different events onto one file. They're going to try to get out to as many as many celebrations as possible. Of course, they like to break out their cool motorcycles because people love that. And seeing them in formation with the lights on is very hip. So, anyway, just remember that National Night Out for us is October 7th, and you should register with the Durham Police Department. All this is on the Word page. Also, they're going to have a couple of workshops online. They're virtual Q&A sessions. You can ask questions. So on August 19th, they're going to have one for the community. And then on September 30th, they're going to have another one for vendors. I'm mentioning vendors because the police department, they kick off National Night Out at their headquarters outside at 4. So it's huge. They have all of these, they have vendors, they have music, food, entertainment. So you might want to go to, if you don't have your own event, you might as well just head downtown and check out the Durham Police event. Now, if you want to be a vendor, they're going to have a workshop for you so you can know what to do and how to get the most out of the event. And if you have any questions, of course, I have the information right there on the Word page. All righty. Let's see. What else is happening? Now, usually I tell you about live online classes that are being held across the state at the various community colleges, small business centers, etc., for those who want to run businesses. But strangely enough, there are no classes today, and that is so strange. But anyway, mid afternoon tomorrow, there's going to be a free class online. Online seller for the small business owner. So if you want to learn how to sell online, maybe you are closing up your street side shop, or if you're just getting into this and you want to test the waters by seeing if your items will become popular by selling online first before opening a store, maybe you want to stay straight online, then definitely you want to attend this class. It's live. You can ask questions. And it's tomorrow from 3 until 5. You can go ahead, register, and be ready to take some notes. All right, let's see what else is happening. There's so much happening. I wish I could just read every item here. There's just so much. It's ridiculous. So I'm just going to invite you, when you have time, just go to durhamskywriter.com and just check out the Word page. And while you're at it, check out the cover story, which is about the fun street games we used to play on the south side of Chicago, like a Red Rover, I almost said electric slide, electric tag. Let's see, Red Rover, electric tag. We used to play stoplight, or is it red light? Red light. And we used to play all kinds of games. Anyway, they're described on the cover story, so that because a lot of kids aren't taught these games today. A lot of somehow through the generations, people have forgotten how to play these games. I actually ran into some kids. I was actually at the Freedom School giving a little talk, and I was very pleased to see that the young folks there who were in middle school, they knew the games, or at least they had heard of them. So, yeah, so for those who don't know the games, teach them. You will not regret it. All right, let me check SCORE while I'm on this page, because SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives, and they also help entrepreneurs. They have mentors, they have classes, etc. So just check it out. They're actually downtown, so you can give them a call. You can get a mentor, meet in person, over the phone, whatever. And in fact, today at 12:30, there's a free class, Simple Steps for Starting Your Small Business #1. That's today, 5:30, and 12:30 in just a few minutes. So go ahead and sign up for that. All righty, let's see. Let me just check this real quick. Oh, this is a good one because ice has been spotted in the area in the past week. So Siembra NC is a grassroots organization, and they help teach communities how to deal with ICE, predatory landlords and politicians, etc. So they're going to have a workshop on Zoom tonight, and I need to go to this. It's called they have so many. Wait, which one? Here it is. Peer Coaching Circle. Groups trying ICE defense. So basically, they're going to find out what other folks are doing to counter ICE. They're going to share ideas. The whole idea is to protect our neighbors. And if you're interested, you can register and get the Zoom link. I'll just tell you a couple of things to be mindful of. If you're in a so I guess you can't keep ICE from just walking into your store or library, whatever, if it's public, I guess. But if it's like a privately owned business, I guess you can like lock the door when you see them coming. And you might say, but you want to see a warrant. And they might say, oh, yeah, we got a warrant. Open the door, we'll give it to you. And what ICE calls warrants isn't what you really need to see as a real warrant. Very often, what ICE calls their paperwork, they refer to them as warrants. And it's kind of disingenuous, you know. So you don't want to open the door. And yeah, you don't want to do that. So when you ask them to see a warrant, make sure that it's an actual warrant and have them hold it up to the window so you can read it. You don't have to open the door for them to hand it to you, or you can tell them slide it under the door if you got it like that. But basically, an actual warrant names names. They just don't say like Hispanic people or whatever. No, it has to name names and it has to be signed by an actual, for real judge. So that's what a real warrant is. And so you don't open the door unless that is fulfilled. So you can learn things like that, I'm sure, at the meeting. And I'm going to attend this meeting because I'm very curious as to how to deal with ICE. And I know a lot of people are saying, you know what, I'm not even going to get into it. I have a lot to say about that, but I will leave that for another time, another day. Okay. All righty. Let's go over to your health page. And oh, wait a minute. Let me go to the school tools page real quick because school's about to start. And you can help the teachers help the kids. Okay. Let's go to the school tools page. So, of course, I have a graphic about vaccinations coming up. Keep the kiddies safe before they go to school. Also, the free meal program. It's called Sun Meals this year. Free meals for young people ages 18 and under. They can get free breakfasts, free lunches. I have the information in English and in Spanish, so you can figure out where to take your kid or where to send your kid or kids to get free meals. If you're struggling, you can't feed them, you don't have enough food to go around, they can get fed for free, and it's no, don't feel bad about it. The help is there, so use the help because it's there. Another thing I want to point out is crayons to calculators. Let me see if there it is. They have a project called Fill That Bus. So basically, Crayons to Calculators is trying to help the Durham Public School teachers who very often spend their money providing school supplies for kids who don't have money. So, to help those teachers, they have a whole list of items that teachers love: the rulers, the pens, the composition books, all of that. So, there's a host of items that you can help purchase, or if you have them lying around the house and you no longer need them, donate them. They would love that. And there's a whole list of places where you can drop items off. Um, Blue Note Grill, Bull City Running, even the let's see, the different breweries for some reason are very nice about collecting school supplies. So I have to give them that. Nice. Office Depot, Staples. So maybe you can make some purchases at Office Depot and Staples and just say, yeah, I want to donate these, and just drop them in the barrel or box or whatever they have supplied for the Crayons to Calculators Fill That Bus program. So if you don't want to drop your items off at any of these places and you want to go directly to the warehouse on Bacon Street, you can do that, especially if you're putting together a school supply um, drive and you have like bags of stuff. Yeah, definitely drop those by on Bacon Street. Also, if you just don't want to purchase things because you can't get out the house, it's too hot, you don't have kids, you just don't want to be bothered shopping, you'd rather just do it online because that's what you're doing nowadays, fine. Because Crayons to Calculators has an Amazon page. So if that's easier for you, then do it that way. Go to their Amazon page, choose a few items, and make your purchase that way. But you still have to drop it off at the warehouse. But still, at least you don't have to physically go shopping. Okay, and so now, oh wait, they're hoping that you can do this. Let me scroll back down. They're hoping that you can do this ideally by August 8th, Friday, August 8th. I think they'll take your donation regardless, but in order to get everything together and to these school teachers, they're hoping that we can do this by August 8th. All righty. And their warehouse, just to give you the address, 808 Bacon Street. And if you live in the neighborhood, you already know that's right by Durham Tech. All right. And now let's go to the To Your Health page. There are some studies that you can participate in. They're looking for all different types of things to research. So you can go ahead and see if there's any that you want to participate in. Some are paying for the opportunity of having you participate in these and studies and helping them out by providing data. Okay, let's see what else is happening. I'm looking for blood drives because you can literally save lives by donating blood. So the American Red Cross, they're having a blood drive today, actually in just a few minutes, at St. Matthew Catholic Church, 1001 Mason Road, and that will be from 1 until 6 today. And then tomorrow, they'll have a crew over at the Mary Duke Biddle Trent Siemens Center for Health from 1 until 6. That's tomorrow at 8 Searle Center Drive. So I'll tell you about that during tomorrow's show. Now let's check with Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Today, in fact, right now, they are at Sprouts, and that is at 105 West Highway 54. And they will be there until 1:30. They've been there since this morning, so they'll be closing up shop at 1:30. And then nothing tomorrow. Okay, let me tell you what's going on right now. As we speak, the Health Equipment Loan Program is going on right now until 2 o'clock. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program, which means they take donations of items, things we no longer need, wheelchairs, canes, knee scooters, things like that. They take these items, they disinfect, repair them, and then they loan them out to people who need them for 90 days at a time. That's 3 months, which is super great because you might already know this, but wheelchairs literally cost hundreds of dollars. And I do mean hundreds. So if you don't need it for a long time, you can just go ahead and borrow it for 3 months. And if you call them in time and you say, I need it for another 3 months, they'll probably say yes, depending on the item. So, and they have strollers too. You know those walker thing. Wait, 1 second. It's so good when you're getting dehydrated. Speaking of dehydration, check out the how-to page for the Durham Skywriter, where you can learn the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion. Very important to know. Very, very important. So somebody, if they fall out, you want to be able to help them. You want to do the right thing. You need to know the difference. Read the difference, learn the difference on the how-to page. Also, there are some Beat the Heat pointers. And if you have any pointers to add, send them to Durham Skywriter at yahoo.com, and I will add them to my list of Beat the Heat suggestions. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait, let me go to the top of the page. Click on the health events and see if there are any special events going on today that are health related. Today is the 29th. Let's see. Well, tomorrow at 10:30 until noon, Emerald Doulas is going to have their new parent hangout. And this is where parents, and if you can't get a babysitter, your little baby can come along too, and you can share your challenges and successes. These meetings are totally judgment free, and they literally welcome all types of families. It's totally free. You don't have to register. Bring a mask just in case someone is pregnant and trying to be safe. Okay, now let's go to the Senior Scope page and let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown. And free membership, free parking, free activities. Really great place to hang out if you are 55 plus. Let's see. Now, I wonder if they gave away all their fans last week because on Friday they had the kickoff for Operation Fan Heat Relief. So I need to find out because, oh, they're saying, oh, you know what? It's still ongoing. Basically, if you need a fan, if you don't have air conditioning and you need a fan, they're also giving away small air conditioning units. You can imagine they don't have a lot of those. But if you need a fan, definitely register with Durham Center for Senior Life, 919-688-8247. Register at extension 104. Now, they have a little twist for this year, which I think is very clever. They want those of us who have extra fans to go ahead and donate them to to the Durham Center for Senior Life so they could turn them over to people who need them. And I like the fact that they're wanting us to help out as well. So I think it's nice because some of us can help and we want to help, and sometimes people are just waiting to be asked. So there you go. Operation Fan Heat Relief. But see, it says here it would be greatly appreciated if you could donate a fan or a small AC unit by this Thursday, the 31st. So obviously, this is an ongoing program, at least for now. Okay, let's see what's happening this afternoon at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Crocheting Club at noon, Pinochle from noon until 7, Kings in the Corner from 2:30 until 7. Both of those are card games. And this gives you the hint that the center is open late tonight. Yes, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the center is open until 7 or 7:30, which is great because as the temperature cools and maybe you're able to get out of the house, if you didn't want to leave the house during the blaze while the sun's blazing out and it's 90 whatever, you can tiptoe out maybe right after dinner, have a quick workout, or do a little email on their computers or whatever. You can definitely do that. Otherwise, you can take part in their programming, which includes DCSL band practice at 3 in the theater. Yes, they have their own band. Um, Acrylic painting with Steve. This is the only class you have to pay for. That's $10 from 4 until 6. Both the fitness center and the tech lab, they're both open they're open now, but as far as evening hours, you can drop in between 5 and 7:30. Cardio and more at 5:30, and then evening line dancing with Lafayette at 6:15. Now tomorrow morning they're going to have muscle pump at 8:40, French 1 class at 9, total body workout at 10, quick drawing class at 10 in the art studio, ping pong at 10, Hispanic Heritage Group from 10 until 2, where they have different activities for Spanish speakers, and then Spanish class level 2 at 1. There you go. Now let me check for the special events. In fact, I think they have something going on. Probably just started. Let me see. Let me see if I'm right. Yes, just started at 12:15, the monthly member check-in. And this is where you get to share your ideas on the programming at the Durham Center for Senior Life. You might want to teach a class. You might want to suggest that they change something within the classes, give your opinions as to how the classes are going. Not just the classes, but also the special events, because they have special events for all the different holidays and whatnot. You might want to suggest something. Maybe your group's special event is not being recognized, so maybe you want to add something, your cultural group. You never know. They'd love to celebrate over there. I don't think they need a whole lot of convincing, but I think if you can think of something to celebrate, I think you should at least share that idea. So they'll be probably going at it for another hour or so. They start at 12:15. You can bring your lunch and drop in. It's taking place in the theater. I also need to mention the Little River Senior Center, which is in a former school at 8305 North Roxborough Road in Bahama. So they serve seniors who are living like way north. So if you want to go there and check it out, you can definitely do that. You can go to both. I mean, they don't mind. They don't either way. I mean, they're both free. So because it was in a school, they actually have access to the entire gymnasium. So you can bring your basketball, or maybe you can. What is the name of that game where you hit the ball against the wall? It's like a one-person tennis. You can do that. Maybe work on your skills. So anyway, that's going on every weekday. They're not open on the weekend. All righty, let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, and let's see what's happening. And then we'll do the weather because you already know it's hot. And you have to. Speaking of hot, let me take another drink. Stay hydrated, my friends. That is so good. Mm, yes. Okay. Today is the 29th. Oh, don't forget, new graphic. It's getting hot. Well, it's already hot. So you can cool off at your local library. All of them are listed. The Maine, South Regional, Southwest Regional, Stanford or Warren, North Regional, and East Regional. You can always go and cool off there. They're open until 8 tonight. Bragtown closes at 6 and is not included as a cooling center because the librarian there said when too many people go in there, because it is a very small building, it's like a house, um, yeah, the air conditioning isn't as effective. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see. I wish I could attend. I need to go to this one day. The City Talk Toastmasters Club. They're meeting right now until 1. Mm. I always wanted to go to that. You know what? After I end the show, I might see if I can tiptoe in late. So I have the link. I hope they don't mind late arrivals, but if you want to tiptoe in, it's on Zoom, and I have the link right there on the Let's Go page. So if you want to attend the Toastmasters Club, where you practice speaking, in front of people, then yeah, you might want to check that out. Um, they'll be meeting from until 1 o'clock today. Okay, New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1306 Fayetteville Street. They're hosting their grocery giveaway today. They do this every Tuesday at 12:30. They give away a lot of food. If you have a rollaway cart, you might want to bring that. And you might want to bring it also if you're driving, because you can't easily turn where you used to turn to get to the W.D. Hill parking lot right next door. I think they have it blocked from both entries and entry points, which is Fayetteville Street and uh, what's the name of that street, Dawson or whatever that other side street is. They're building houses there, and I think they're also fixing up the parking lot of the bodega on the corner. So you might need to park down the street a little bit, in which case you definitely want to have a rollaway cart if that's the best you can do. Okay, so it'll be 12:30 while supplies last. Now, the pastor's lunch, which is hosted by the Tri-West Network, that starts at 1 o'clock. They meet at Chubby's Tacos, 4711 Hope Valley Road in the Woodcroft Shopping Center. So basically, these are Christian pastors are getting together, trying to figure out ways to share the word and get the word out to the people. So if you're interested in that and having a nice lunch, which of course everybody pays their own way, so that's going to be at 1 o'clock at Chubby's Tacos. Now, New Visions of Africa restaurant, they'll be back from 3 until 6, giving away free snacks and meals to people in need. So definitely head over there, and keep in mind, I didn't mention it before, but they have picnic tables. So you can eat like right there, watch the cars go by, the buses, and just enjoy being outside under cover, because the picnic tables, they have like a tent situation. All right, the Elizabeth Street United Methodist Church at 1209 North Elizabeth Street. They're hosting a free community meal. They do this once a month. They're just trying to get together with people in the community, basically. No ulterior motives. It's just people getting together. And I think, now I went there, I only went once, and I need to go tonight too. Anyway, I went once and they had like a speaker. So maybe they do that every time. They have someone to speak about community issues in a positive way. So that's going to be from 6 until 8. So you're enjoying a pleasant meal, meeting nice folks. This month is summertime seafood. So they might have what they call in Chicago shrimps. You never know. I have no idea. But they'll probably have fish because that's seafood. I didn't grow up eating a lot of seafood, so I don't know. But anyway, that's another reason why I want to go because I do like seafood, even though we didn't eat it when I was a kid because my dad didn't like seafood, so we didn't have it at the house. So from 6 until 8. Now, if you park in the parking lot, fine. But if you don't, you can park in the street, but walk through the parking lot and go to the right and go through the back door. That's where the fellowship hall is. So don't go through the front. That's a whole different situation. Go through the parking lot and go to the right. Okay, and again, that's from 6 until 8. Now, it's a little warm for this, but the Glass Jog Run Club, they'll be starting at the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road, right before 6 o'clock. And then you can choose to do either the 2 mile walk or join in the 5K jog or run. Strollers are welcome. It's a free event. Dogs are welcome, well behaved dogs are welcome. So you start out at the ballpark and then you end up at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, 5410 Highway 55. So if you have the kiddies or a dog with you or you don't drink, you don't have to go inside, but that is where the activity ends. It's a free event, and please stay hydrated because it's really hot out. For you to be doing extra movement like walking and running, yeah, you definitely want to have water on you. Also, maybe have a wet towel around your neck to stay cool and to pat your face and cool it off. So they'll be starting right before 9 o'clock. The Black and Brown ballet class is at the Hayti Heritage Center on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. So that is from 6:30 until 8. It's a weekly class where you pay $10 and you start out with the stretching and bending, and then you can get into the traditional ballet technique. You have to be at least age 12 and a beginner or intermediate ballet dancer. The Tuesday Blues Jam is from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill, 709 Washington Street, downtown. If you play guitar or bass, don't bring your amp. Don't worry about it. Use one of their amps. Go in there. It's free admission. Go ahead and sign up. You can hop on stage and do some blues. You can dance too if you like. But with it being a restaurant, I know they would also love it if you would order something to eat as well. Now, if you want to sit in air conditioned comfort and watch a movie, the Carolina Theater of Durham at 309 West Morgan Street, they have this retro film series. So today's movie is actually an animated classic, Atlantis, The Lost Empire. It's from 2001 and it is rated PG. So that's tonight from 7:10 until 8:50. Tickets are 12. So I have a link. You can watch the trailer because you might not have seen the movie before, or maybe you want to see if your kid's interested. So you can watch the trailer together and decide whether you want to go. And then I have another link. You can get more information, and you might as well just, if you're going, just get your ticket in advance so you don't have to worry about it being sold out by the time you get there. Now, tomorrow, um, Durham Parks and Recreation, they have this fun caravan and it goes to the different neighborhoods. It's really cool. So they set up shop at a park. I think young people up to age 12 are welcome to come and play the games and take parts in the sports and whatnot. So tomorrow, from 9:30 until 11, they will be at Whippoorwill. I think it's a kind of bird. I'm not sure. Whippoorwill Park, which is at 1632 Rosemount Drive. So again, 9:30 until 11 for young people up to age 12. It's totally free. They have fun. They play games. They do arts and crafts. The theme for today is kindness builders. You don't have to register either. Just go. So take your kid. I don't think they want kids to just flow out of the neighborhoods. I think they kind of want the parents there too. They don't want the kids to, how can I put this, just disappear from the backyard all of a sudden without the parents knowing that they're at the fun caravan. So yeah. Take the kids. Okay, now tomorrow, Catholic Charities, they have the Durham Community Food Pantry, and that's from 10 until 1. They're located in the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road. And you can stop by, talk to a social worker, get a week's worth of food. You can only do this once a month, though, but you get a week's worth of food. They also have diapers, they have pull ups, newborn to toddler size, and the big ones for adults. They serve people in Spanish, and also they have someone there who speaks French. And then they have other giveaways. You never know what else they'll be giving away because they don't tell you in advance. Now, one thing I noticed that's missing. Wait a minute. Where's Bell Yeager? Let me scroll down to another week and find Bell Yeager because Bell Yeager on Wednesday, they have a giveaway as well, and I accidentally left them out. Let's see. There it is. So Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church at 128 East Cornwallis Road. Tomorrow they'll also have a food giveaway from 10 until noon. They start lining up way early, but they do give away a lot of great food, and it's for people in need. And again, this 128 East Cornwallis Road tomorrow. All right, let us check and put this down. And let's check the weather. Let me grab my iPhone and see if I can get to my weather app, and let's see what's going on out there. Okay. It's even hotter than it was yesterday. It is 92 right now, folks. It is 92 blazing degrees. The sun is out there hot. It's going up to 94. The low of tonight will be only 77. That's wild. But it's 92 right now, going up to 94. A couple of clouds will float by around dinner time. But one thing I have to say, I've noticed, even if it's not ever in the forecast, sometimes when it gets really hot like this, I hear thunder and in the distance, and every now and then we'll have a thunderstorm that's totally unannounced. So I would just say, because it's so darn hot, we might get some rain. I don't know. I don't know if that's what triggers the rain. I'm not a meteorologist, so I'm just talking off the top of my head. Now, tomorrow, it'll be a little cooler, 92 tomorrow, but partly sunny, so that's cool. And we might get some rain on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to get some rain. The next few days, it looks like we're going to get wet. Okay, but for today, it's going to be sunny with the high, and it says here, feels like 97. I didn't even bother to open my doors. Usually, I don't have air conditioning, so I usually open my doors and get the fresh air in. But it's so much hotter outside than in my house right now. I have my windows open, but I'm not going to have I'm not going to open my doors and let it all in. Another thing I would suggest, if you don't have air conditioning and you can't afford an air conditioner, at least get a dehumidifier, because it's the humidity that makes everything super uncomfortable. So if you get a dehumidifier, that really helps. And you'll be amazed at how much water it grabs out of the air. Because in the wintertime, I might empty my living room dehumidifier, which is the biggest one in the house, once a week. But in the summertime, sometimes once a day. That's how humidity really affects our weather. So I think that is it for today's show. Let me see if I have anything scheduled for tomorrow. I will be, oh, that's August. Wait. Oh, okay, there we are. Yeah, I will be doing this show live tomorrow. Maybe. I might be going to something. I will definitely be going to something on Thursday. So I might have to pre record my show both days. But in any case, I do hope that you have a wonderful day. Try to stay cool. And I'll see you either pre recorded or however tomorrow. And with that, ciao for now.